Hello there. It's been a while since I last recorded a video. I've been really busy this year. We have been attending a lot of trade shows. And at those trade shows, talking to people directly, answering their questions, I realized one thing. That most people, when they are planning a new house, they only think about the building cost. When I ask about their plans, how they are going to solve the heating and other services, they say, well, we'll see. But this is really important because people only buy houses for one reason, to improve their life quality. If you do not plan those things ahead, your goal may not be met. So you do build a new house, but your life quality may not improve. It's a big thing all over the world, the question about affordable housing. What does it mean, affordable housing? The most common definition is affordable housing is housing which doesn't take more than 30% or 1/3 of household's income. When planning a house, it's really important to think about the total cost of using the house for 30 years. That includes, of course, the building cost, which is the biggest one, but also mortgage, interests, heating, electricity, other services like internet. It's important to think about and plan them ahead. Otherwise, it might turn out that your life quality do not improve, or even in the worst cases, vice versa. Of course, the building cost is the biggest cost if you calculate the 30 years total cost of your house. And mortgage interests are really directly influenced by your budget. How much do you spend and how much money do you have to lend to cover the building cost? The best way to avoid bad surprises is to plan ahead, to make a really detailed budget, to talk to several contractors. I'm pretty sure that if you are talking to someone about your plans of building a house, you get a colleague or a friend saying, oh, I know another friend of mine just built a house and he went over budget twice and he got screwed by the carpenter and then screwed by the roofer and then shockingly screwed by the electrician and then screwed by the plumber twice. Well, it does happen, but why it happens is people don't prepare. They just think that, okay, I got a piece of land, bought a kit of materials or something and hired some people and they will do the job and the house is ready. But it's not always the case. Sometimes the electrician has multiple houses in works and they give empty promises. So you should definitely do a background check and look for the backup version. So if one guy doesn't do it, you will have the other one ready doing for the same price. Otherwise, it may turn out that houses have finished, but no wiring. The finishing works can't go on because wires have to go inside the walls. So you are forced to hire the most expensive guy because he's the only one available. And that's how you go over budget. So planning ahead is the key. And we have a lot of materials for it, like budgeting guide. I wrote a book about building a kit home. We will link all those in the description, of course. And this planning working with spreadsheets, it is boring. Nobody likes it. That's the only way to avoid bad surprises. I'll be doing probably some more videos on this topic because it's really a wide topic, very wide topic, how to choose the land and building and planning and getting your permitting done efficiently. It's a lot of components. It's not that just one house type or one kit home provider is just that good that it always turns out good. No, can't avoid the other components. So, see you in the next one.
And if we had planned for some of the things that we really wanted, like a garage or a basement at the beginning, then it wouldn't be like adding on an additional thing. So now it's like our plan is in 5 years, maybe we'll build a garage. But
Right.
if we had just factored that in at the beginning, then we would have maybe been able to afford it. But now it's kind of out of our budget. So
maybe having a grander scope of what we wanted the end result to be like.
yeah. And when you're doing your budgeting and your planning, include things that are part of like the grand picture, because it's not even part of our budget to do any landscaping.
Right.
And like landscaping is like another 20 or 30 grand, and like we haven't even thought about how we're gonna afford that. So yeah, that's definitely something that I wish we had planned, was just the bigger end picture.